Most of you watching this haven't signed a single client yet. And the crazy part, you probably don't know why. You have built funnels, designed logos, rewatched outreach videos, but nothing is landing. You kept tweaking your brand like that is the problem. It is not. This video will show you the real reason you are stuck. It is not what anyone else is telling you, it is not what you think, but I will warn you. Once you hear it, you won't be able to unhear it. So, if you are serious about getting clients, stay with me. Let's go. I ran a poll last week. Over 50% of people haven't even started their agency, and out of the ones who did start, 70% never signed a client yet. That is not because people are lazy, it is because something is wrong under the surface. And if that's you, if you have been grinding but still stuck, this video is going to help. I'll break down exactly what is holding you back, the hidden reasons nobody talks about, and more importantly, how to fix it. So stay sharp, this might change everything for you. Most people say the same thing before starting, I am not ready yet. But let me tell you something, you are never going to feel ready, not today, not next week, not even when you get your first client. That feeling never fully goes away. And here's the truth, you don't need fancy tools, you don't need a funnel, you don't need the best laptop or a logo that took 3 hours on Canva. You need one thing, a lead list, a list of 50 to 100 real business owners, and the courage to send a message and ask for a meeting. That's it. You learn everything else on the way. The only thing that builds confidence is momentum. Every single day you spend tweaking your website, every day you binge watch another YouTube tutorial, that's a day you could have made your first $500, and you will never get that day back. If you want this to work, you have to move. Not when it feels right, but when it is uncomfortable. Because that is where the shift happens. You are not underprepared, you are just avoiding rejection. Let's call it what it is and move anyway. Let's be real, you watch one SMMA video, then an Amazon FBA one, then a crypto side hustle breakdown. It feels like progress, but it is just noise. You are not building anything, you are stuck in the loop. New opportunity, new dopamine, zero momentum. Every single beginner falls for this, and I did that too. I'd convinced myself that watching was working, that taking notes was moving forward, but deep down, I knew I was hiding. You can't build momentum if you keep switching tracks. You need tunnel vision. Pick one business model, pick one offer, and go all in for the next 90 to 180 days. I picked SMA not because it was perfect, not because it was easy, but because I knew if I kept switching, I'd end up stuck in the same spot 6 months later. I didn't try to do crypto on the side, didn't touch ecom, didn't build 10 offers. I focused on one thing, signing that first client. And once I did that, everything else got easier. If you feel stuck, it is not that you are on the wrong path, it is that you haven't walked far enough down any path yet. Let's talk about the most common excuse. I don't have time. You have said it. I have said it. But here is what it really means. You don't care enough yet, because if this actually mattered to you, you would find the time. When I started, I had a college project going on, the final year project. My degree depended on it. Long hours, no weekends, but I woke up at 5 a.m. Built my read list before going to college, then pitched the prospects during recess or after the college. Every day, no breaks. This wasn't easy. It was just necessary because I didn't want to be the same spot 6 months later, telling the same story, making the same excuse. You think you don't have time, but you watch Netflix, scroll Instagram, waste 3 hours every day. What if you use just 2 of those hours to build something real? The truth is brutal, but freeing. You do have time. You are just not using it. And that's okay if you are honest with yourself. But if you want to change your life, you will have to change how you spend your hours. You are not too busy. You are just not prioritizing yet. This might hurt, but it's true. You are stuck because you are focused on the wrong things. You are playing designer picking fonts, adjusting logos, rebuilding your website for the third time, all of that feels productive, but it is not necessary because none of it matters if your Stripe is still at zero. You don't need a brand kit, you don't need a custom domain, you need a list of conversations. The people winning right now, they are not polished, they are not perfect, they are just moving. They are building the plane while they are flying it. That is what you need to do too. You'll figure it out once you start, but not before. Here's the rule I use: no fancy logo, no fancy email until you have three paying clients, not three friends who might work with you. I mean, clients who wire money. That is the only real milestone that matters in the beginning. So, stop hiding behind getting ready. You are just procrastinating and you know it. Start messy, fix it later. Money loves momentum, not perfection. You feel like a fraud, right? You are sitting there thinking, who am I to charge this money for? What if they ask questions I can't answer? What if I fail? Let me tell you something. I signed my first client before I knew how to run Facebook ads. No agency name, no systems, no confidence. Just one thing: conviction. I told the client, if you trust me with this, I will not sleep until it works. And I meant it. I figured it out after they paid me because when someone gives you their money, your brain switches into gear real fast. The reason you feel like an imposter is because you are still on the sidelines, watching, overthinking, preparing. Confidence does not come before action, it comes from action. You build it by doing the scary stuff badly until it's no longer scary. You will never feel ready. You will never magically qualify on your own head. You have to move anyway. And when you do it, you'll realize it is not as hard as you made it out to be. You are not a fraud, you are just untested. So go get tested. Now, this is where most people lose. You send 10 messages, nobody replies, you think this doesn't work. So you stop. But you never gave it a real shot. When I started, I sent hundreds of messages every single day. No matter how I felt, no matter what else was happening in my life, every single day. And that's what got me clients. Not luck, not better scripts, not some secret tactic, just volume and consistency. Sales is simple maths. The more conversations you start, the more chances you give yourself to win. That's it. But most people, they dip their toe in, get cold, and run back. You want this to work? Then treat it like something that has to work. Build a system, set a number, hit it daily. 10 messages won't change your life, but 2000 or 3000 will. You don't need more knowledge. You don't need another YouTube video. You need discipline. You need boring repetition. Because while you are debating which script to use, someone else is sending it and winning. Consistency is the cheat code, not talent, not confidence, just raw, boring, relentless effort. Let me say this upfront: you are going to get rejected a lot. They will say no, they will ignore you, some might even laugh, and it's fine. Every no teaches you something: what not to say, what to say better, how to handle objections. It is not failure, it is feedback. Most people treat rejection like a wall, the smart ones treat it like a compass. The truth: if everyone said yes, every agency would be making $1 million a month. But that's not how the world works. You are not entitled to results. You earn them one awkward conversation at a time. So don't run from rejections, expect it, learn from it, and keep going. That's how you win. This is where most people mess up. They aim too high. I'm going to send 1000 messages manually in a day. I'm going to book 10 calls by Friday. Then they burn out. They miss the mark once, feels like a failure, and quit. Don't do that. Start smaller, send 500 DMs a day, one follow up to them, one call booked every day. Stack small wins, get momentum, build the habit. Once consistency is locked in, then you increase the volume, but until then, lower the bar, make it impossible to fail. So you keep showing up and you keep making progress. This is how you stay in the game, and if you stay long enough, you win. Let's wrap this up. If you still haven't signed a client, it is not because you're lazy, it is because you are waiting to feel ready. You're chasing the perfect logo, the perfect niche, the perfect script, but none of that matters. If you are not showing up every day, start messy, stay focused, take the rejections, and just keep moving. If this gave you clarity, comment the word client below so I know you are in this for real. If you want more content like this, hit subscribe. The next video will show you how to build an offer clients can't ignore. And if you are done overthinking and ready to start generating 3 to 5 sales calls every single day, 100 plus appointments in a month guaranteed with my systems, check the first link in the description, SMMA on steroids.com. It is the only program that I think can guarantee that you will be able to book 3 to 5 calls every single day. I'll write the scripts, mentor you personally, create your offer, finalize your niche, and help you with everything that you fucking need to get to 3 to 5 sales calls every single day. Now, if you do not have the resources, probably that link is not for you. But if you have the resources, it will change your life. So that is everything from my side. And I will talk to you guys soon.